Hey Taurus, so this is going to be your June 2019 reading. So now to the end of June, it's just going to be a general spread to start. I know last month I said I would be here with more readings, and you know, Uranus is strong for me too. You know, this shakeup. I was living in Peru and I got the opportunity to move to Mexico, so I took it. And so I'm here living on the Caribbean side of Mexico. It's lovely. It's hot, which was a nice change from winter time in Peru. But anyways, I'm back. I'm not taking any more personal readings unless A, it's an emergency, or B, you are a past client. I just truly want to focus on YouTube this month for the most part. So yeah, that's just, I think that's all of the announcements I have. Anyways, let's get into your reading. I am feeling so good about your reading. Guys, it has been so much work, so much adaptation, so much change, so much good stuff in the form, in the mask of, you know, upheaval, change, which, you know, fixed signs, it's a little bit difficult for us, but let's see what this month has to offer. I feel such good energy, so much growth, so many blessings coming in, so much clarity. I mean, this is one of your angel cards that's coming in, and it's showing me with because I always pull some angel cards at the beginning to let me know kind of the general weather. There's definitely clarity coming in. That's one of your cards, but it feels like it's not. It was all done with lots of deep inner spiritual work, and it's manifesting now, finally, in your physical world. I don't know what you guys wished for your birthday, but it's showing up here. It's showing up here. All right, let's get some cards. Let's see, what's the central energy for Taurus for the month of June? This is just a monthly reading. I'll try not to expand too much. I always feel kind of broad energies, but let's try to focus this particular reading on, you know, this month specifically. What's the central energy for Taurus? Movement. Movement in the direction of your passions. You know, this is communication coming in. This is something that moves you quickly. This could be actual moving. This is news coming in. I think I just said that. Change, more change, more change. What's helping or hindering this? What's helping or hindering the change coming in? What's helping or hindering the change for Taurus coming in? All of the work that you've put in. Again, this is the apprenticeship card. This is, you know, focusing on money, how to, you know, essentially become the master of your life. So I feel like, you know, if we've been in this apprenticeship phase, there's movement. You know, one of the messages I got, a dream very close to my birthday, it's like the apprenticeship is over. And if you guys follow me on Instagram, I don't post a lot about tarot. It's more about my travels, just because I have tarot coming out of my ears already. But, you know, this is about, you've put in the work and here's the change. That's essentially what this message is. Whether you like it, whether it comes up in a pretty bow or it comes in that, you know, Uranus and Taurus energy, you know, big upheavals. It's going to be different for everybody, but whatever it took to get you on whatever big wish you have, whatever big goals you have, whatever big wants you have, whatever it took to get you there, have gratitude. Thank you. Thank you for that push. Thank you for that kick in the butt. Thank you for that loving embrace. However it came in, whatever package. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. It's never bad though, in my opinion. What's in Taurus's subconscious? What's in Taurus's subconscious month? Too many. What's in Taurus's subconscious? wands are what we want, our passion, and there's kind of like this fight, I guess. I mean, not fight, this is play fight, this is, obstacles, this is, battles. So it's like this pushing through. It's almost like I'm saying like I'm feeling like I want to get through this, but I keep getting caught up in like the, if it's a move, it's like I'm focusing on all of the heavier stuff I have to focus on. I have to get a mover, I have to get rid of some stuff, I have to, it's like focus on what happens when you get through these obstacles. Maybe you come out a little bit lighter. Maybe you have less stuff to carry around. That's always good, in my opinion, because it means you didn't need it. Whatever you're releasing, I feel like you didn't need. To me, this just feels like, 5 is a very uncomfortable number, so it makes me feel like there's been a change. There's... it's almost like the squeeze energy of like, before metaphorically giving birth to like kind of a new cycle. It's like this, we're going through this huge change and we're getting through to the point. So we've already started to make the movements, if that kind of makes sense. Well, it's kind of a weird metaphor, but it's what it feels like. Feeling the pressure, okay, I've done all the work, or maybe I'm just waiting, and that sometimes that's like a mental squeeze. It's like nothing's coming in, there's no movement, like I've done all the work. Let's see, what else comes up? What's in the past energy for Taurus? Especially with this card in the subconscious, it can be, you're at odds with, the path, what exactly it is you want to do, what actually is the answer. Don't worry about that. Surrender. I feel like that's the least of your worries. I feel like it's more about trust, faith. I feel like you guys have been continually supported, even if you feel like you haven't. It's always kind of worked out in kind of a new, beautiful way. This is growth. This is growing pains. That's in the past for Taurus. The Emperor. I don't know what this Emperor is. This could be an actual Aries. Could be Scorpio. Sometimes I think about Scorpio. What is this Emperor in the past? Could be an old relationship that you thought was going to work. This is the new beginning presenting itself, though. What's the current energy? Let me get some more cards out. The Magician. Future energy, 6 of Wands. Power is the 7 of Cups. Let me get some more out. We'll make a story of this. What's in your environment? The Devil. What's in your position of what you need to know? Page of Swords. What's the outcome? Knight of Pentacles, Page of Cups. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. There's love here. Peeking through. This is more about your personal journey, though, and that if you're single, it just enters. I've been feeling this with Taurus for a long time, and I feel like this is the squeeze, the birth into the new life. What's in your energy, though, is getting rid of, the Devil to me feels like fear, worry, any of these lower vibrations. They're not in alignment with trust, allowing, letting things move easily. This is the energy, that's in our subconscious. We don't even know it's there, this resistance fight. Let it go, maybe meditate, to maybe, if you believe in angels, Archangel Michael, clear the path, please. You're manifesting a really successful new life. really successful new life. Magician, Six of Wands. You could be, definitely, there's lots of earth energy. I don't know if you're pairing with another Taurus or also Capricorn. Virgo. We also have Scorpio here. Sagittarius. You know, I feel like there could be some of you definitely. I feel like so if somebody from the past returns, like, or somebody has continually kind of just been around your energy. It feels like past relationship, past business ties. Even if they're not, actively present in your physical day-to-day life, it feels like there's this string of energy attached to them. Let that go. Because I feel like in your heart of hearts, you know what is good for you, what's healthy, and what is not. What is not healthy is this energy of lack. I'm willing to accept whatever comes along. It's like you've come too far to let in any disharmonious energy, anything that's not like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening to me type energy. You've come too far to accept anything less than that at this point. You've been manifesting far too consistently, it feels like. It feels like there's been a consistent effort, a consistent focus. Even if you don't have goals, you're like, this is what I want. This is what, however it appears, but this is the energy I want to attract into my life. And it's saying, it's almost like you have this choice. You might have lots of people vying for your attention. Stop and pause before you kind of act or commit. Especially, I feel, interpersonal relationships, especially if you have more than one person around you. Because I feel like your energy is very vibrant at the moment, very attractive, I'm just feeling like magnetism towards you. You might be receiving small messages from people here and there. But if this isn't your 10 of Cups, if this isn't like that wow person, that person you've been waiting for, especially in love, don't accept any, half-assed offers. Here, you want to go splitsies on the date or something like that? Not that you shouldn't contribute, but it feels like, how do I phrase that better? They should feel like a peak of an emotional happiness feeling. There's soulmate energy here. I feel like there's two stories kind of going on here. The personal story of you kind of blossoming spiritually and having that manifest physically. I feel like if you're not there, it's the brink. It's the change point. I feel lots of movement, lots of hard work. Movement is the center of your reading. Lots of clarity coming through. And interesting, I'm being drawn up to this card that came up initially with my angel cards, sacred space. Think of yourself as, that sacred temple. You are the temple. You are the god, goddess. Think of yourself in that way. Are you treating me like this? Are you meeting me? I've done all this work. Have you done all the work? I'm not here to bandage your wounds. Be your own best friend. There's definitely a resurrection of everything you deserve. This feels like, I want to point to, the equinox. Spring into summer. This energy feels really, really like the upswing. And we're pretty much almost there. This energy, let's get some more cards. I feel drawn to pull some, let's pull some Archangel Michael cards. What additional messages do you have for Taurus? You know, really cut the loose ends. Speak up if you're not getting what you want and you don't want to like totally cut somebody up. I feel like now's the time to step into your power. Some of you could definitely be moving. I mean, you guys have been getting this moving energy for a long time. And maybe it's just been in your mind. Maybe it's happening this summer. It's definitely, you have so many major positive, major arcanas here showing up for you. Except this devil card in your energy. This is cutting the loose ends. Maybe it's just within yourself. Hey, snap out of it. You keep thinking, you keep bringing in these people or these offers, or you keep blocking your own success. Why? Are you focused on what you just lost? Are you focused on, losing that old life that you only half liked anyways, or half fulfilled anyways? It wasn't, I don't see the Ten of Cups showing up anywhere in your past. You wouldn't need the Magician if you didn't want something new, if you didn't want to create something new. You wouldn't have success after a difficult period if there wasn't a difficult period with the Six of Wands. There's a victory here. And I feel like it's all because of you. Make sure, whatever your outcome is, this new offer, new stable offer, it could be, pay attention to your dreams. What do I say about my dreams? The apprenticeship phase is over. The bottom of the deck, go forward fearlessly. Let go of fear is your other card, Archangel Michael. Are you fearing you're going to get everything you want? Are you fearing this person is the right person for you? Are you fearing you have to say something? Are you fearing you have to do something out of your normal? What could possibly go wrong? Whatever's not meant for you is not meant for you anyways. Go with that, kind of mindset. Oh, that person turns me down. I guess that just wasn't the one, and now I know. Now I have clarity. Why is that bad? Oh, it turned out how I wanted. Oh, I did get the job. Oftentimes, well, I don't even want to go down that path. I'll go down it for like 5 minutes. So let's keep going. Pay attention to your dreams. Let go of fear now. This doesn't even have to be your literal dreams. This can be, what you want. Thank you for tucking me into bed tonight and helping me enjoy a wonderful, restful night's sleep. Archangel Michael, I invite you into my dreams as my teacher, guide, and healer. Please allow me to understand this specific situation on a spiritual level and give me guidance and kindness. I don't know. Thank you for clearing me of heavy, toxic, or ego-based thoughts or feelings. What are some additional messages for Taurus? What would be helpful for them to hear? What would be helpful for Taurus to hear? What additional messages would be helpful for Taurus? For Taurus for the month of June? Fear. Medicine wheel. Yeah. A new passionate beginning. Fear. I feel like we know what fear is about. Fear, mental agitation, confusion, trepidation, self-doubt, relationship troubles, thoughts of abandonment. This card reflects the fear of inadequacy and possible failure. At the same time, it reminds us to take a deeper than usual look at fear. This existential fear that we all carry around with us is one form or another can only be discharged by seeing it through completely. If we direct our attention without fear identifying with it, fear dissolves on its own. Become aware that you are not your fear. This is a good time to make far-reaching internal changes. Turn around to look within. Realize that blindly rushing along will only lead to further conflicts and entanglement. Only by moving away from a challenging situation inwardly as well as outwardly, you can get calm enough to see through it and thus get a much better handle on things. This is kind of the energy of, how they say, what scares you the most, that's what you should write about, or, it's kind of like this internal compass. Oh, this is a big leap of faith. I don't like what I was doing, but I'm afraid of that. But why? You were clearly guided to make this point. Do you not trust? What don't you trust? Do you don't trust yourself? You're Taurus. Taurus, you make things happen. You have the follow through, the work ethic to create. I can't think of a better person I would hire than a Taurus. I know they would do twice the work. Medicine wheel. 10, completion. Lesson learned. Let's read the medicine wheel since this is the other card that came out. New beginning. A promising start, change, success, outgoing energy, completed cycle, gratitude, a new phase begins. The inner message, it says, the eagle hovers to the east of the wheel. He is the totem or power animal that furthers your spiritual growth and watches over your path. The coyote sits at the southern point, reminding you of the innocence of your childhood days. As one of the totem animals that help you develop trust, he teaches attentiveness to your feelings and how to find inner balance. The bear is standing in the west. He knows the answers to your deepest questions and points the way to your own truth. The buffalo waits in the northern gate, symbolizing the all-encompassing wisdom. He teaches what it means to give, as well as the significance of gratitude. The wings of the great white eagle span the entire circle. He's the guardian of the threshold, the protector of the sacred medicine wheel. The power of the small medicine wheel will transport you safely into a new phase of your life. It's an omen of good fortune and fulfillment. It also points to a completion. Something old falls away painlessly if you listen to your inner being and trust your intuition. The new beginning will be like a resurrection, which is one of the four totem animals. Which one of the four totem animals speaks to you most clearly? Listen to its message. Start to sense it within you now. You need not verbalize it. Our deepest knowing needs no words. The outer manifestation, it says, an important lesson has been understood. Now something full of wonder will unfold. When a cycle has completed itself, your energy fields expands to encompass new things. Now you will learn to be more attentive to what develops right from the start, thus gaining a higher perspective and consequently finding yourself less occupied with superficial things. Allow your consciousness to carry you into the dimension that wants to be explored as you cross the threshold. This is an excellent time to push your work forward successfully, but on a new basis. The power of the medicine wheel speaks to you from within. It helps you overcome obstacles and supports you along the way. Yeah, and that's one of your outcomes, the resurrection. The resurrection of the good things, though, that you deserve. This is judgment. Judge for how you came out. It's like, how did you complete this term paper? You get an A. You made it. You get love. Cha-ching. You get it like an emerging career path. It feels like I feel a few different energies. This is all going to play out different ways for different people. If you want a new lifestyle, say yes. If you see somebody and you're like, oh, I wish I could do that, do it. Why not? I don't have the money. I couldn't make that work. Start making the small steps towards that. The universe will make it for you. Maybe the universe already did. They're moving. Oh, you're switching jobs. Boom. There it goes. It feels like a forced movement. Even with people, interpersonal relationships, I feel like it's almost like, my energy, like I could care less, the physical attributes, what a person wears, what labels, and those are kind of very Taurus type of things. We like nice stuff. I couldn't care less at this point. I've done so much inner work, years of, finding what's truly important. Give me a kind-hearted, that's the energy. Give me the best possible career path. I want to have, a fulfilling, contributing, purpose here on earth. That's what I want. It's like these very soul-reaching, deepest, purest things coming to the surface to kind of, make everything else. It's like very clear initially that that's not going to work out. That's not what I'm wanting anymore. Maybe at one time I did. Maybe one time this would have worked. But now, after all the stuff I've done, like attracts like. Look for somebody that, it's not like, needing to fix somebody or needing to fix a work situation. Can't list how many times I've been, brought into a company or a situation to improve it, to restructure it, to reorganize it. I'm tired of that. Like, I want to create my own. How about I reorganize my own stuff? How about I reprioritize stuff for myself? That's kind of the energy here. It is the energy here. What do you want? I see a balancing out. Your challenge is the devil, and I feel like these are issues within you. This does not feel like anybody external to me, to your energy, to our energy. This feels like little tests to see if you're ready to take, two big, giant leapfrog steps forward, or, two tiny steps forward and one step back. You learned that lesson. Did you learn this lesson? Oh, no. You're still ready to settle for a little bit less. Okay. Stay there for a minute. It's just, it's this energy. And it's what we're releasing from our subconscious. These ingrained ways of thought, of thinking, of, maybe it's from childhood. Deep purging. And even personally, my birthday was the 20th of last month, and I decided, I'm not somebody to really be regimented. So I was like, I'm not consuming sugar anymore. I'm going to go to Muay Thai class every single day. I've done it so far. It's only been 10 days, but still, I've been feeling this need to only do things that add positive, serotonin to my brain. I want to be in this positive space. I'm willing to make the small compromises, sacrifices. Any little which way I can do, I can improve to, add to the goodness I want in my life. Prayers of self-affirmation. I could keep going, but you guys get the point. What time are we at? 28 minutes. Whoa. I kind of want to pull an Earth Warriors Oracle deck. You guys are always like my highest viewers, I think. I think maybe Capricorn was last month, but whatever. I'm pulling Earth Oracle deck card. I'll try and make this quick. I know 30-minute readings are long. What additional messages are there for Taurus for this month? What additional messages do you have for Taurus for this month of June? What additional messages would be helpful for Taurus to hear? What additional messages would be helpful for Taurus to hear this month of June? There it is. The Star of Venus, of course. You guys are ruled by Venus. Chaaska, the Star of Venus. Let's read it. As you guys know, these are 5 pages long, but I'll read as much as I can. Chaaska, star of Venus, supports an inner shift to higher consciousness. Whether or not you consider yourself to be financially skillful, part of your sacred power and purpose includes the healing of economic and financial matters in your own life and the world. You are meant to experience abundance, creating and sharing prosperity from a place of inner spiritual security. A healing liberation from poverty consciousness allows the universe to work through you more easily, without the obstruction of negative conditioning. Hallelujah. Amen. In a reading, financial healing is indicated. Let go of fear and trust unconditionally that the universe is supporting you. What brings you a sense of joy, purpose, and passionate devotion? Focus on that. Believe in your ability to thrive by being and expressing your authentic self. Notice how you relax into flow and more easily attract what you need when you acknowledge that the universe wants you to flourish through you being you. Focus on putting your beautiful beliefs out into the world, not in consuming the negativity of fear of others. Give your spirit abundantly. Nothing is beyond the reach of divine assistance. Trust in this and you can fulfill your purpose of being a positive influence in the world. Yeah, I'm a strong believer in this. I hate, kind of inevitably with tarot, it's a little bit like coaching or maybe being a little bit preachy, but like if you follow me on Instagram, I don't really talk about you should do this or, I'm just showing you what I do, what I enjoy doing, and I'm happy doing it. So I feel like, inevitably when you're, around your own friends or just kind of shining your light, talking about what brings you joy, even if it's weird or even if you don't fit in, eventually you attract your tribe. Eventually the people that are meant to stick around do. Eventually, it feels like pathways open up. You're here to be a light. I mean, that's your job. That's everybody's purpose. I feel like you guys have just done the work to get to this place. Uranus and Taurus, this is a 7-year cycle of you being seen more publicly. Inevitably. I mean, I don't care if you're really shy. It's time for you to break out of that, to get what you want. To get what you want. There's no other way about it. You have to be a light. You can't be a light, just hiding behind the scenes. I feel like this inner being wanting to burst out. Spiritual guidance, the Oracle of Chaaska, hopefully I'm saying that right, is the Oracle of Venus, the morning and evening star. She heralds the transition into a new reality of higher consciousness and healed experience regarding money, financial power, and resources. This oracle guides you to give up a false shame of not having enough or guilt for having too much. Your true worth is a matter of soul and has nothing to do with material things. As you relax and acknowledge the love that the universe has for you, your material reality will unfold with grace and divine support. Place your sense of security not in the amount of money you have, but in the unconditional love and endless generosity that the universe wishes to share with you. Trust that the universe will provide you with all you need to fully live your life. When you are given something, accept it and consult your own heart for how you might share that resource with wisdom. Give yourself permission to stop making financial matters with issues in your own mind. Matters an issue in your own mind. Trust that the universe knows what it's doing, and all matters can be resolved according to a loving higher intelligence. Focus on giving of your gifts to the world as generously as you can, whilst opening up to fully receive and being fearless. As a sacred change maker, you are asked to broaden your definition of currency from pertaining only to money to include that which has meaning for you at a soul level. This may include integrity, authenticity, relationship, consciousness, and community. In your relationship with yourself and others, how you might express such a currency of soul. Seek and treasure that which cannot be quantified monetarily. Cultivate and share your experience of true wealth in the best and broadest sense. Some indigenous cultures define this wealth not as how much you accumulate for personal gain, but by how much you are able to give in support of your community. The creation and honoring of your soul currency does not mean that you are being denied money or financial healing. It is about placing that in the correct contents. It shifts fear of lack into trust of spirit. Yes. All right. Yeah. Anyways, it's kind of going on to say the same thing. That's really long. Anyways, what a beautiful reading. Lots of shifts. Gosh, I feel love and money very intertwined in this whole summer type energy. We're right here at the, I feel like at the prefaces. I can't speak in this reading. But yeah, it reminds me of that reading I did like a few months ago, and it happened to me again this month. Where I said, throat problems. I got sick immediately I'm in Mexico with the air conditioning here. It's just a release of old conditioning. I'm right here with you. These messages, I haven't had a reading that, kind of really spoke to me as much as this one did in a while. This is really nice. Working hard. All you need to do is work hard on what you want. Focus on it. You're the magician. You're the magician right now. And let that sneaky trickster of the devil come in. How's it going to work? Is it going to work? Is it going to work out? Are you going to be supported? Are you going to have enough? Cut that. Surrender. All right. Done being preachy. All right. Bye, guys. Thanks a lot.